are the gods who hold dominion over the world. The givers of light. The stewards of the wilds. The guardians of the dead. Some manipulate mortals. Create catastrophes. Send monsters to terrorize the land. Such are the whims of the gods. And I am Heliod, the greatest of these. Yet something ominous gnaws at the edges of my world. Akros is home to fierce warriors, yet they struggle against hordes of minotaurs. In Miletus, the city of philosophers, oracles foresee disaster. And Satessa, a haven in the wilds, is terrorized by monsters like none have seen before. My world is filled with heroes, but none of them are strong enough to defeat the enemy hiding in plain sight among them. Yet, I know one who is. She does not wish to be a hero, but fate has other plans for her. Elspeth will save Theros from the usurper who would steal it from me. Darkness approaches, and she must become the hero she was meant to be.
So much power. So much adoration. And what do the gods do with it? They meddle. Ithara coddles the humans like children, while Phoenix, ever amused by their torment, finds new ways to enjoy them. Karametra strives to keep the mortals sheltered from the gathering shadows. And Mogis has seized the opportunity to set his minotaurs upon them. But standing among their ranks is the sun god's champion, Elspeth. Will her heroism be enough to save them? Oh, yes. So now, they revel in their victory, while I make my place in the sky, among the gods. Darkness approaches. May the fates aid any who venture into the night alone.
When does a hero's journey begin? The moment you step outside the safety of your home? Or when you realize the fight has just begun? Is it when you comprehend how small you are compared to the vastness of what threatens to destroy you? When did you learn that the journey isn't a lonely road, and you didn't have to face the darkness alone? Lesser souls lose heart and lay down their swords, but a champion risks everything for the greater good. Take comfort in this. True heroes never die. The sun rises, the sun sets. But we all have to cross the river someday. Even her. Resign yourself to your glorious fate. I am coming to claim my prize.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's game of Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Kevin Ryan, and I'm going to be your dungeon master this evening. Tonight, we have a very special episode. Tonight is episode 61 of Companions of Strength, an Odyssey of Theros. And before we get started, we do have a couple announcements to get through. First announcement is, if you guys didn't know, we do have a Patreon account now, where if you guys want to have early access to the VODs from Twitch, because we will no longer have our VODs available on Twitch immediately after. So if you want access to that before they get uploaded to YouTube, then go ahead and become a subscriber on Patreon, and you'll get that early access. We also have some extra new content that will be coming out soon. So if you want access to all that cool stuff, go ahead and check it out on Patreon. We also do have a donate button down below if you just want to donate straight to us. All those proceeds go back to making this stream and this show the best that it possibly can. Our next announcement, if you guys didn't know, our lovely Scott Kimack is an author, and his three-book series, his trilogy is out on Amazon, the I Call Him book trilogy. Go check it out. He's also got some short stories, like After the Apocalypse, the Kim and Kaya Chronicles. Other than that, all the links to that should be also down in the description. If not, you can just search it up on Amazon. With that, I think that is all of our announcements. So let's go ahead and bring in our players. All right, say hi to the camera, everybody.
Hello.
Been a while, guys. Been a while.
Been a
It's
while.
been a while. All right, now that we've had that moment.
Yep, I promise we won't have too many Critical Role references.
I don't.
Hold on, I gotta.
No promises from me.
All right. So, if anyone doesn't have any other announcements, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's game.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hold on, just trying to change the music. So, last time on our adventure, the Companions of Strength, after defeating the Titan Uro, the Titan of Nature's Wrath, you all ventured to the poli known as Setessa, where things had been destroyed in the nearby area, where certain rocks had fallen across the sky, thrown by the Titan himself. And upon investigating at the poli, you guys learned that one of the three trees that held up the poli of Setessa had come crashing down onto the surrounding neighborhoods. Many injured, probably many dead as well. Upon investigating, you all learned that this tree was one of the spiritual tethers that Karametra had to Theros, to this city, this poli. And so, with the destruction of this tree, it seemed that many people had lost their connection to Karametra. Their magic wasn't working the same. They could no longer reach or hear the voice of literally Mother Nature. And so, after speaking with a few people, a few familiar faces like Silverbrow, you all decided to venture to a place where the boundaries between the Nyx and the plane of Theros began to merge and blur. A place known as the Temple of Mystery, or the Temple at World's Edge. And so, you all gathered together, gathered your mounts, and traveled eastward for many days, until you saw, at one point, it seemed that the sky began to fade away, You can only see now the visage of the starscape that made up the Nyx. On the ground, you saw where the ground meets its end, where a waterfall comes crashing down into the ether, and after falling for possibly hundreds of feet, it just disappears into a mist of vapor. Sitting at the edge of this place was a small temple, kind of surrounding these two thick trees, literally right at the edge of this waterfall. You guys landed down onto the. You guys landed at the temple, and that is where we begin our adventure today. So, companions of strength, you kind of stand there, surrounded by this beautiful white marble temple, seemingly intact. Sorry. These two large trees that kind of stand before you. You can see various sculptures and pieces of art, but very, very limited. You can see like this grand not awning, but like I don't know what you call it. This kind of roof-like structure that held up by many columns that kind of stands in front of you.
A gazebo?
Yeah, like
Pavilion?
a large. Exactly, like a large pavilion of stone. You can see past that. It's just nothing. Just starscape. So, what would you all like to do?
Well, Filipenio would get off his Pahonix and kind of just be in awe for a moment and possibly sit down, write, and sketch a bit about it. Kind of a little bit of his cartography to take at least an hour or two, let the Thracian do what he needs to do, and start scribing.
I think that I know I need to do. I definitely remember what I need to do.
We need to find.
What do I need to do?
Oh, it's one thing is we had to come here to try to speak and find, or to speak to the
And a
gods
firm
that were
mantra.
closest, to Nyx, and try to see if there's anything that can be done to restore the connection. And then this is the closest way in which we can find entry to search for that flower. Maybe get information on the flower.
Because we were going
Okay.
to use that.
Quickly.
Right. Because the girl that we met at Skola Vale that was from that vision, for whatever reason, Erebos is infatuated with, which happens to be Persephone, and which we had her box.
And a lock of her hair.
Right, and a lock of her hair. And so what we did is we wrote this very beautiful letter addressed from Erebos to her, and that she had to go take this kind of blue scarf and tie it to a tree if she wished to meet him, speak to him, and hear more about his infatuation. But he still wants the damn flower.
Okay.
Well, that's backup number 2. We have.
So I think we should just get the flower and burn it.
No. No. That's a terrible idea.
Right, then I say we get the flower and feed it to Grexus.
I am kind of
hungry.
You can meet it. See what happens. See, come on, let's have some fun.
One last question. Did we get a long rest after beating the fuck out of the tree?
Yes.
I think we did.
You guys have had a long rest. It's been a few days.
Okay.
Everyone should be leveled up. Everyone should have a long rest. Everything.
We're at 18, right?
18.
Yeah, everyone should be level 18.
I have that correct. I just want to make sure I had my spell slots back, because I used a lot of them in that fight. Okay.
Yeah.
In character, while I understand we need to speak with Carmetra, I'm not touching the flower.
I kind of look up from as I'm drawing. It's like, well, we have 2 more titans to defeat. which is, Ixis is Patron's best friend currently. I imagine, Erebos, and they're petting each other. Then, of course, we have the large one near
Scophos?
Scophos, which I am quite sure that he's the reason Scophos no longer exists.
Probably.
As for the flower, I don't know what else can be done unless we can find a way to.
I just look at how Jalapeno. How do you feel about gambling?
Well, I didn't used to like it, but since we've been gambling every day on this trip of our lives, let's say I've gotten used to it.
Right. One more
Is
gamble
there,
for our
is there
lives.
a means, way to perhaps
What do you
counterfeit
mean gamble
this
for our
flower?
lives?
No, there is no way. I can tell you that now. It is. I don't know exactly what it is. I've been privy to little information about it. All I know is that it is of extreme power. Should fuckwad ever get hands on it, nothing good will come of it. He cannot have that flower. So we're going to gamble one more time. And I kind of look at Ixis and I go, your god likes deals. I don't, but he does. We're gonna make a deal that we will best his champion, in this case, the Titan that we need to kill anyways, in combat. If he does, all bets are off. And if we die, well, then he gets our souls anyways, and eternal damnation, and then we're in the same boat we would have been if it murdered us in the first place.
Well, for you guys.
But we try and gamble that if we kill it, all bets are gone, including the flower,
But
including the fuck up with Grexus,
if I
including
may,
your damnation.
Whose damnation?
technically, if I am not mistaken, there is a deal in place right now for our very souls and damnation since we felt the whips grabbing our legs now. So why would he want to make a deal for something he already has?
We'll give him
So we have to
Persephone's
figure
box.
out. Oh, I was afraid we're going to mention that one.
We will give him her and the box, in addition
how-
to our immediate deaths.
How do we
I
give him
don't-
her?
I don't feel good about
We
kidnapping.
put her in a secure location and lock up the box in the same location. Should we die, the key will be on our bodies and a note with the location. And then he is free to send his ghouls to retrieve her. And if we win,
But
well,
he
then hopefully
already
we're all free.
knows where she is.
That's why we put her somewhere else.
But she's.
What I mean to
changed
say
her
is, I believe if he can't come get her, is the problem. I believe
that he runs into. Yeah.
he is powerful. As it is, his minions have come up and have been decimating people who are around Akros. If he wanted to take her, he could. He seems, as I spoke to him about her, he loves her and needs her to come to him in the only way for her to have him or him to have her. So I don't think that part will work from, put it this way, Treshin. Don't know much about love, in the ways of the woman to truly have her be yours. So we can't just get her like a puppy and put her in a box in a room and say, here's the puppy, come get her, and the puppy will love him. She's a woman.
I don't think she's going to love him regardless. He is a god of death. He is a nasty, hellish
kidding me?
being.
If you meet her, she loved everybody. I'm pretty sure she's been drinking and whoring herself across that town. I'm just saying. Like, she
That
seems
is
like
not
an
love. That
easygoing
is
kind of
something
girl.
very different. But
I just mean she seems kind of like, okay, I'll give this guy a shot, maybe. I mean, I'm just saying. It didn't seem hard to get.
Kevin. He's like, what the hell?
Hey, you created the story, sir. I'm just saying.
I didn't create nothing.
Okay, I think offering Persephone's box is good. But we're going to have to possibly embellish a bit more.
maybe we
That
say Persephone is in the box.
if we lose, Grexus shall turn from all his gods and become a paladin of Erebos. That if we lose, that I shall become the voice of Erebos, and I shall persuade every city and nation to bow and love him and subjugate to him. And you, Arishan, shall be his doorman in securing who gets into what areas, given how much they revere him. Well, you're still going to be his beach, I'm pretty sure.
Do
But
I get
that
any
is-
cool weapons out of this?
I'm pretty sure you can get the
No.
coolest, evilest weapons, my friend. So you'll be happy somehow.
All
But
right.
I'm not gonna like doing good things, I'm sure. But I feel that is something that we will have to offer for him to even be remotely interested.
Sounds good. Let's go.
For him to be able to corrupt my mother's gifts for my silver tongue, just so that I can be his voice, would be something that I feel he would enjoy. Just am I wrong?
I couldn't tell you.
We're going to get.
Buddy. Your lack of insight to this patron astounds me.
Mine?
All right. No, Ixus. He's like, I don't know. I just serve him. Yeah. Okay. So I don't want to paint anymore. I don't want to write anymore about this. This is really heavy, horrible
Thinking.
fate. But I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. There's a lot on the line now.
So we get the flower.
No, I think he's saying we're gonna go there without the flower. We're gonna say, how about this other deal? All right. So I'm gonna walk to the pavilion towards right where the edge of Nyx and everything is.
Okay.
And
Here's a image for y'all so y'all can remember what it looks like.
yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and get as much of the water that's kind of flowing out as I can into the amphora that I'm holding.
Okay.
Nothing really expecting more. It's just kind of seemed appropriate, ritualistically speaking. I will try to commune, try to speak out into the starscape, and I will use my amphora to cast. I will first say, other, or for also anyone that is there that can hear us. I just wish to say that there seems to be a breaking between the gods and the people of Theros that need you and look to you for guidance. I I and my companions shall venture into these depths which we are not certain we may return from. We must make an offering that we may come to regret. Commander, if you hear of me needing to serve him, not that I am sorry if I have failed you now. But if there is any guidance that can be given to us one last moment about this flower, if it can aid us, or how to defeat this titan of death's hunger, would really appreciate it. As I kind of sound off, I will ask a wish and wish to be seen as Farum wanted me to be seen as a reflection in the water that I've noticed before. But if I'm going to die, I'd rather die in that form.
Oh, really?
So you're casting wish right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you wishing?
So
To look human again.
when you cast this,
Oh God. Major rip.
I just want to, as a clarification, are you wanting to use the spell True Polymorph to do this,
No.
or
I'm
just,
going to kind of, wish to be human as Ifora wanted me to. So I imagine I will no longer be leaping and bounding.
Yeah.
You won't have your spell immunity either.
You're now a level 1 rogue. What? That would suck.
Why? Oh yeah, going all the way down.
You didn't warn Kevin ahead of time. This man is
Nope.
like, what the fuck do I do
So
with this
first thing I
boy?
need you to do is roll 2d4.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm pretty
You're
sure
in
he already had
trouble.
this planned. He wouldn't have given me the far if he didn't have this plan. He just didn't know when it was going to happen. I guess 4 is 2 twos.
So your strength will be reduced to 3 for 4 days.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's why I asked you if you wanted to do it through True Polymorph, because then it would you
I
wouldn't have these
just thought-
effects.
I honestly thought that was the whole point of having this thing, just to do that.
Okay.
That was like the one.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, because you could do it through True Polymorph, and then at the end of the 24 hours, it would stay permanent if you didn't want to change back. So the effect is still the same. I'm just wondering if you want to take the.
I take the true polymorph without having all that shit thrown at you, bro.
All right. Okay, I'm understanding a bit more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be mean and just like tackle on all the negatives.
All the
It's
negatives.
okay.
Come on, no,
What
no,
I'm
no.
saying is, are we going immediately to Erebus from here, or are we going to wait a week?
More likely we are.
Wait a week. We need you at strength.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's gonna wait a week, or any other Titans are gonna wait a week. For all we know, by the time we get out
Well,
of here, we
sucks
go
to be them.
Melatees,
Well,
we go to
4 days.
Melatees, and we go to Melatees, and there's the freaking other Titan attacking Melatees. Like, we're gonna have to throw down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I saying, I thought that the whole point was. All right. So.
I don't want
Let's
to
go
cripple your
ahead
character.
Right.
Yeah, you do. Shut up.
Well, the thing is,
Wait,
I'm also stuck at the point.
Could I
is
greater
I
restoration him out of it?
really
No.
wouldn't,
That
I
gets
really
rid of
wouldn't.
stat debuffs.
but not according
Not
to
wish.
the wish spell. It can't at all. I as a character wouldn't know this. You know what I mean? I guess that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to get at. I don't want to necessarily push back just because it's like, hey, I kind of said it, spoke it, did it. So I
I
guess
can
at this
respect
point,
it.
I'm just gonna be like, we're here pleading for help, and now I'm crippled. I love the gods. I do.
All right, so you're gonna take the 4 days.
I mean, it's I'm gonna take what the DM gives me, sir. I'm a
All
very proud role player.
All right. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
team.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. It's part of the
All
the game. Go ahead and roll a d100.
No.
Yes.
16. Am I gonna die?
Yeah, you are.
78. All
What
right.
does that do?
Means you can still cast wish.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what it was
there's-
for.
Yeah, there's like a
Right,
1 in 4
right.
chance you can't cast it again.
All right, so
1 in 3.
just out of curiosity, are we going to edit this sheet or make a new one later on? Just want to know.
We'll just play it as your normal stat block for now, and then when time comes, we'll adjust it.
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, I guess what you guys notice is this cold, beautiful, solemn little moment of prayer. I'm there, and I kind of tear in my eye, just say like, I wish to be as my mother wanted, and then you hear me go, "Son of a bitch!" I just kind of crunch over to the side and go, "Oh, what has happened to me? Not again."
As he does this,
Oh no.
you see as you see Jalapeno's form shift, almost like this. It seems to like sparkle and flake away, almost like the starscape from it is returning back to the Nyx sky above. And as it evaporates, then you can see the human form of Jalapeno.
Shriveled in a fetal position.
Yeah.
Like literally born.
Exactly. As this happens, you see the Nyx itself begins to shift and move.
Oh shit.
Almost like stars are rearranging in the night sky. Almost like if they're being plucked from existence. You can see a form begin to emerge. Almost like the entire Nyx sky begins to disappear and create some kind of silhouette above you.
Eternity.
You can see this large looming silhouette of starscape, of nebulous clouds that stands over the edge of the horizon. Its form may be thousands of feet tall, as it would seem, but also seeming like small. It's hard to point. You can see what looks like 4 arms begin to reach out from its body.
I'll kind of drop a bow.
Oh lord, it is fucking Crewfix.
Yeah, I'll start bowing.
Oh shit.
I refuse because I'm cradled in pain. No bowing right
He's
now.
like
man.
Yeah. I'm just gonna drop a bow and
Okay.
wait
What is-
till we're addressed.
What does everyone else do?
I will.
We'll
run
follow what
to-
the Thracian does. I'll bow to.
Yeah. Someone
I'll
don't.
run a
Someone
fu-
tell the
yeah.
Grexis it's not a big scary monster. Something
Yeah. I will go to a jalapeno and like help him back up. Like, you all right? And then just show him what everyone else is seeing, and then bow. Like, 'cause I don't know if you
feel
thought.
like I was back in my sophomore years at the College of Melatis, my friend. After
Hey,
a
wait.
wild weekend.
Lightweight.
And I kind of look at Crewfix and I just kind of bow down and I keep just muttering softly, I love the gods. The gods are great. I love the gods.
You can see what looks like 2 stars make up what would be eyes on this massive entity. You see his arms just kind of like float, almost ethereal like, at its side. And it seems to be looking down at you. At the
All
whole,
of us?
yeah, the group of y'all.
I look around and go, forgive my presentation, but we thank you for honoring us. So how are you doing? What's up? Crazy stuff down here.
The entity doesn't say anything. There's only brooding silence. But you feel these emotions of warmth, yet fear, concern.
I understand. Today, you can count on us, big guy. Great Lord of the stars and power. What? I'm hoping perhaps you tell us, should we get this flower or should we fight? What would this flower do to the people of Theros? Notice I didn't ask what it would do for the gods.
Once again, silence.
Oh, god damn it.
Of course.
As you see, one of his arms kind of reaches down. And as it touches the ground, you can see some of the stone that holds the edge of the temple breaks and shatters, like away from the ground, and begins to kind of rearrange itself into what looks like almost like a floating bridge.
He just magnetoed this shit. Like,
But you can see like the rocks themselves, they don't reconnect. They seem to be like just these floating rocks that kind of end. It just seems to like walk maybe about 20 feet before they just end.
Yeah.
I'll walk the path.
Right. I kind of walk up to Grexus and I climb onto his back and I do this whole, the pony carry me thing. So I get pony carried by Grexus across the bridge. My human form, might I say, which I haven't even noticed.
All right. As you guys come up to it, you can see the rocks that kind of float. There's maybe about a 5-foot gap in between each one.
But definitely not carry me, Grexus.
You all should be able to jump from rock to rock without too much difficulty. Do you guys go all the way to the end?
Yes.
Okay. Thracian,
I'm
you get to the end first. And once you get there, you stare down and it's nothing but starscape. You can see like nebulous clouds. Other than that, there's nothing below you. The waterfall that is the edge of the world seems to be behind you. And as you turn around to like look back, it almost seems like you're farther away from the world than it felt like you leaped. Like it felt like the bridge was only 20 feet long, but as you turn back, it seems like it's 200 feet away.
Well,
Makes
I don't
sense.
think he brought us here like die. So, do we take the leap?
That is up to you guys. I'm like headed there.
No, I'm saying we're at the edge already. You know what I mean? He says that it's at the edge of the bridge, right?
Yeah.
So the next leap is 200 feet?
No, like we take a step off the bridge into nothingness?
Can I make an insight check to kind of, I don't know, try and read him and see if this is the path that he is insinuating?
Right? He's like, why the hell did you walk off the bridge? Stupid humans.
I'll just need time to make the rest of it.
Hell, they just
If you waited 5 damn minutes, you'd still be alive, you morons.
we're not all powerful.
Good
but-
check, man. Good check. I agree.
But yeah, I wanna. Okay, hold on. I need to reload my sheet. My computer's being
and Greg
really
says
weird.
it's not that the next step was 200 feet. The next step is like a void. It's just nothing. You know,
Like
What
space.
it's just
Kevin-
when you
what
guys
Kevin
turn
was
around,
saying,
it
like-
seems like mystically, like it feels like you guys are much farther than what you had done.
Yeah, because it looked like 20 feet bridge, but now that we're at the end of it, we realize it's like 200 feet. Temporal anomalies, Lamau. Okay, where is insight? There is insight. Big money, no whammies. My stuff is really fucky. 24.
24. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
You sense that he's waiting for something. That almost like a test.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the others and go. I'm gonna hand Jalapeno Persephone's box, just in case this is the wrong move, and then I'm going to walk off the edge.
Okay.
You drop by.
This is nature.
Kevin just pulls out the largest bag of dice ever and just dumps it.
Stepping.
As soon as you take a step, it's almost like, you know, like at nighttime when you're expecting there to be another step on a stairs, and then there's just like the ground is there.
Yep.
That's what happens is you begin to take this step, just expecting for your foot to fall, and you just fall into the void of nothingness. But your foot finds solid ground. Invisible.
I will
however.
walk to him.
But do we see him, or does he disappear to us?
You all see him as he begins to take a couple steps. His form starts becoming more transparent, more ethereal. You can see like clouds beginning to like go in front of him.
I kind of reach back and I smack Grexus in the ass. Let's go, buddy.
And I guess me and Phoebe would bring up the rear.
All right.
I will go as far as it'll allow me.
As you all begin to take your leaps of faith, stepping deeper and deeper into the void, you can see the world behind you becomes clouded as it begins to disappear. You can see what looks like various stars and constellations pass by you. Clouds of dust of other stars that had been evaporated and shattered into millions of chemicals and gases. Others that begin to form, creating new stars in their place. You can see constellations that you all looked up to in the sky. Stories of time and history. You can see heroes, legends, and myths that were taught about. You seem to be one with them as you pass by these constellations. You keep walking. Each step seemingly gliding across this starscape. Until eventually, the fog begins to disperse. And instead of these bright, beautiful colors surrounding you, it becomes nothing. Void, emptiness, inky black. There before you, you can see almost floating in this ethereal space. You see what looks like stone obelisk. 15 of them in a circle. You can see what looks like a 16th one that had been shattered and destroyed, that lays in rubble.
Are there any symbols on these obelisks?
You do see symbols.
Each
You
of them
see
gods.
what looks like, after inspecting all of them, you can see various constellation-like symbols that sit in front of them. Many of them look familiar to you. Some of them seem familiar, but not as directly in your mind. Jalapeno, you see the symbol of Ifara on one of them, the symbol of Perforos on another. Rexus, you see the symbol of Erois and Heliod. Thracian, you see the symbol of Clothis and Theros. And Ixis, you see the symbol of Erebos and Thassa, and many others. that sit in this circle of obelisk.
Is Karametra the broken one?
As you up to the broken one, you don't see any symbol of Karametra on there. But the symbol of Karametra sits on another obelisk adjacent to the broken one.
Okay, then for deduction, which god is missing? Because I know Falapino knows symbols of every god. So if I got to do an Arcana check, I can do that. You need
This would be
Do a
more of a
religion check.
religion check.
Religion boy here.
There you go.
Or a history check. Your choice.
I'll try history and
I'll
homeboy
try
can
religion. 24.
Okay.
Rolling hot.
As far as history goes, you are mostly only aware of the 15 typical deities that make up the pantheon. Ixis and Thracian. You remember stories of one god who had risen to power and was defeated in the realm of the Nyx. This god being Xenagos, the god of revels. Defeated by someone you have met, Elspeth, the sun god's champion. Now, I will
Out
say,
of curiosity,
Right.
do I see what is his face? Benax? Do I see his column here?
his column is there.
His column or chair? Like,
His
Well, they're not chairs. They're all
obelisk.
they're all
It's an
like
obelisk.
exactly.
oh, they're all okay. Never mind. Sorry.
So I'm wondering, with its broken obelisk, is there rubble around there, like that it broke?
There
Or is-
is a little bit. There's like some small pieces and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, for whatever reason, I brought us here. Don't see him here, right?
No, you don't see anybody here at the moment. It's just this circle of obelisk that stands before you. I will say, with the religion check of 24, Thracian, you know that in the story of Elspeth, she entered the Nyx through a from the temple that you all were just at. It is said that she entered the Nyx, and it was here that she was given an ordeal by one of the gods. She had to choose an ordeal, a challenge by one of these gods.
I remember that. I'll kind of speak up and I'll tell them. Karametra told me that we would need Crufix's help. The only way we will defeat the first Titan is with his assistance. She told me I remember her saying there was an ordeal I would have to face, like Elspeth did. That is probably why we are here. She
Okay.
chose hers. I do not know if we will be given the same liberty, but I can only assume that is the reason.
I would say typically it is thought that when someone takes on an ordeal and they win and they're successful in this ordeal, they are given almost like a wish or an intervention by like a blessing, or you get to ask a favor of that deity.
So now we have
Okay.
to choose which.
I will look for Crufix's thing.
It stands kind of on the opposite side of Clothis's.
I will approach it and try and interact with it.
As you-
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go, keep going.
As you approach, you place your hand on the obelisk. You see the symbol on it begins to glow. As this happens,
Oh, spaghetti.
everything around you begins to fade. The starscape disperses, and once again, you're in a void, alone. Yeah,
Just me.
just you.
Nobody else. Oh,
Just
yay.
Yay!
The support character alone. Yeah. That's what I get for touching rocks.
You can see, as you kind of blink, your perspective changes. And you're no longer in a void, but at a temple. You can see stone floors around you. You see this massive Parthenon-like building surrounded by large stone columns. The front of it held by two braziers that light flame. The sky seems to be dark. You kind of look around and it seems like Melatis. However, as you kind of look into the distance, all the buildings begin to get more and more blurred. The sky doesn't seem to have the normal sky, but the nebulous clouds of the Nyx that kind of surround everything. Before you is this large temple.
What did you roll?
He didn't roll anything, he's just typing in the chat. Thracian, what do you
I
do?
will approach the temple.
As you enter,
Okay, continue.
As you enter the temple, you can see a large bronze statue of Krufix himself. You can see the four arms that kind of stand almost like they're ready to pounce. You can see this large foyer before you. At the end, you see a figure.
We'll approach.
As you approach, the figure turns to face you.
I'll drop like a curt bow.
As you look up from your bow, you see a familiar face. You see long, dark, greenish, blackish robes with a kind of mask that drapes across its face. A handle, or a big staff that kind of curls into what looks like a crow. You see as this creature kind of waves its hand, a person begins to emerge. A female form. One you recognize very dearly. You see the face of your mother
I knew it.
lying on the ground. She's unmoving. You see a pool of dark crimson surrounding her body. What do you do?
I'm being given a choice. I don't like it. The figure is a Theros, is it not? The one
Seems
that's
so.
standing.
God, I wish I could like talk to you, but I can't. I'm not there.
Mm-hmm. I know. I know. I'll kind of walk up and just. How far is he from the corpse?
Max.
That I assume is a corpse.
The body on the ground
As you were
seems to me maybe about 5 feet in front of him. He lays at his feet.
Okay. I'll go 5 feet to the other side and just kind of stand across it from him.
Sure. Go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Don't you do it, Kevin. Don't you kill Mother. Don't you do it.
17.
You can sense that she's alive, barely, clinging to life. You can see she's bleeding out profusely. What do you do?
I'm just gonna look at my god. Be like, you want me to choose my servitude or her life?
He says nothing.
Yeah, I know. He never says anything. I chose the right god for you, Kevin, because you don't have to say anything.
No shit, right?
Hey, Krufus is the same way, so.
Yeah, I know.
You just gotta interpret his own.
I know what they want, but I also know. Which I guess I'll say that here too. I know what you want me to do. I know what my contract with you says what you want me to do. But I cannot turn away my humanity to watch someone I love or anyone die. Eventually all of us will reach you and by extension Erebos, but cannot sit by and let anybody who approaches the river to not have a chance to better themselves and to live. If it means my death, the termination of our contract, then so be it, but I cannot look away from my humanity. Yes, fate is written in the stars, but I believe that we should all have our own chance to write our own fate to a degree. If it is the wrong choice, then so be it, but it is my choice. And I will cast Heal on her.
Okay. As the magic leaves your hands, you can see the blood begins to disappear. Her wounds heal over. She kind of rolls over to her side, and you see a smile grow across her face. And with that, her form begins to disappear. And so does Theros. His form disperses as well. The world itself begins to fracture. Clouds begin to cover your visage once again. Then, as you blink, you stand in front of the obelisk once more. As you look down in your hands, you kind of open up your hand, and there, sitting in your palm, seems like a small star that twinkles. I think you're muted, Max.
Max, you're muted. Jalapeno, I
It's like,
need you
Atretion,
to.
so, well, I mean, have you been ignoring me all this time while I was talking to you? You're just standing there staring at this damn rock.
I roll my eyes, but since I don't have pupils, you can't tell. Just
Oh, I can
kinda
tell by
just
your
don't.
brows. Are you rolling your little white eyes at me?
Yes, now. And I just kind of hold my hand out. I need you to identify this.
It's
You
your
see like a
hand. Do I see the
just-
star, or is it just in his mind?
You all see it.
Okay. All right.
It's like this small.
Ooh,
It's like this
pretty.
small little like glinting,
Greg
like
says don't eat
twinkling
it.
star.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll cast. I'll ritually cast identify. I will.
Is that food?
No, Greg
If you
says
eat it, I will kill you myself.
Jalapeno,
All
you're
right. I kind of go ahead and as I put my hand on his, and as I kind of touch this, can I touch the star, or is it ethereal?
it's
'Cause
more
I have to
ethereal.
hold this thing. Because I kind of have to hold. I mean, well, not hold it, but I must be able to touch etherealness or whatever.
Yeah.
So I put my hand to it, and then I'll kind of pull out this pearl. Just kind of cast identify in the pearl. Put back in. It doesn't get destroyed.
As you cast identify, your identify has trouble pinpointing exactly what it is. But I would say what you kind of gather from it, and Thracian, you kind of feel this as well, is that this is a token representing Krufix's blessing. And it is up to you to decide what you wish to gain. Do you want a like physical blessing? Do you want a wish? Do you want an intervention by him? It is you to decide what to ask. with
You
this
asking the
token.
guy with strength 3 he would like at this exact moment? We go ahead and just.
Yeah, you pulled the trigger a little early on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood the point of this damn thing and showing me my reflection all the damn time. Should have
No,
shown me the
fuck you.
reflection, and it had like a little, like warning symbols when you buy medication, and it says, you must use true polymer or else you will be screwed for 4 days. Like there was nothing.
I gave you the option, Max.
You know what, sir? Yeah, but like I'm not gonna roll that back. I'm not that kind of role player.
There's another option on the chat.
Oh, fuck you.
What option? Power word kill?
No, on the chat,
No.
look.
A weapon for Ixalis that's more than a +1. No, you get to stop.
I don't know. That's your fault, dude. We were in front of your homeboy. You didn't get the whip from him. It's
Could
like
ask,
all our
like-
gods love us. Your god hates you. I don't know why.
Have you met mine?
Does he?
I don't know, dude. Like he hasn't favored you. Like,
Again, have you met my god?
well, your god has no personality, so met him. We don't know. Like we saw him. You know what I
Sit
mean?
down in front of Krufix's obelisk, kind of cross-legged with the thing.
I kind of look over at Thresh and go, maybe Grexus can eat it.
Not this time.
Come on.
Big
So
moment.
what happened when you touched the obelisk? Like,
I was given a choice. I made the right one. I think.
I'm gonna
Excuse me, that's my tummy.
I'm gonna hurry over as kind of much as I can, scampering at strength 3 towards Ifara's obelisk, and I'm just gonna put my hand on it really quickly. Come on, man! I didn't know this was gonna take us to gods. I was like,
You're basically crawling.
I'm not wasting this moment, so I'm gonna go and yeah, can't be a fast forward thing. It's not important to the storyline in a sense.
Well, do we want to take care of what do you want to ask Krufix, or do you want to go with Falapenos first?
I can say my wish, and then we can bamf into Falapenos and then do a real Lamau after Falapenos Helio.
Again, all he's gonna go do is say hi to his mom. He's not asking her for shit. Just letting you guys know ahead of time. You might waste your time just being there. Yeah.
That's fine. That's the fun of it. I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna, I guess,
Feed it to
mentally
Grixis.
project or whatever the fuck, and just go. I wish for the power to destroy the first Titan and Phoenix.
I mean, Phoenix's obelisk is right here, dude.
And he insinuates that whether physical, mental, or whatever it is, he just wants the power to destroy those.
Okay, but I swear to God, you give him something other than like what he already has. Like, I swear to God.
You're gonna get 1d4 on your rolls. Bad. We have a spell for that.
the whole time.
I'm gonna use level 9 wish. Bless.
Yeah.
A level 9 blast. There you go.
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a wish, or it's like literally you could just ask for anything. Give me a second.
I'm making Kevin think, and it's funny.
You know what my plan was, dude? True polymorphic. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'll tell you later.
True polymorph to a dragon or what?
Nexus. Nope. Can't let the DM hear us.
Secrets.
It's evil like that.
Go to a private chat. Quit. Like,
So, about Persephone's box, why don't we leave it here? Not like a lot of people pass by here, you know what I mean?
and if it goes off, no one around gonna get hit by it.
Like,
Yeah,
why don't we leave the damn box here? Because if we die down there, he's getting the box. You guys know that, right?
We die down there. It's not really our problem anymore.
That's
Hey, by the way,
Iteration.
what are you?
When you ask for this ability from Krufix, you begin to feel like you can see like the star like enter into your palm and dissipate. And you feel like now you have a new perspective on time and fate. You can see things almost before they happen and manipulate and change destiny.
He's a Jedi.
You now have the boon of fate.
Go get my DMG.
When another creature that you can see within 60 feet of you makes an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw, you can roll a d10 and apply the result as a bonus or penalty to that roll.
This applies to
Once you use
friendly or enemy?
any creature within 60 feet. Once you use this boon, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. It's page 232.
Easy, Kevin. Easy.
Pretty much gets bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But you can use it as a reaction, if that makes sense.
Let's be iteration.
For all those times that Follow Penny inspired you, now you gotta use it on him. But it's a reaction, and it's only once per day.
Once per short rest.
Or what? Or once per short rest. All right.
So the plan would then be, when we're in combat, fight. Once you use that ability iteration, I will cast Mordecai and Skank them. We'll rest for 30 minutes, pop back out and keep the fight going. Once you use that, again, we pop back in to Mordecai and stays there for 8 hours. We rest 30 minutes, pop back out and keep fighting. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Kevin's all like, you guys are stupid.
So,
Oh man, yeah, go touch him, dude. You can get your whip. I mean, honestly, on like
I
straight
know
up,
that's what I'm trying to think.
go touch him. I think we should all talk to our gods. I mean, we don't waste this moment.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, this is the moment. Like,
Although technically, I'm about
I
to
can-
waste my moment, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
the way it goes.
Rachel, we'll just continue to
Jalapeno,
meditate.
we can still roleplay yours if you want.
I mean, he's literally all he's gonna do is go and hug her and give her a kiss and say, "Hey, man." And like,
hey, Mom.
if you want roleplay, I'm down. Players, if they love that stuff, that's cool. Just
Oh,
I don't know if we're supposed to go into combat scene.
all right. Well, we have Ixis and Grexis.
I'll walk up to Erebos's obelisk.
As you touch it, for you is a similar experience. The clouds disperse. And as you do that, you do feel the temperature of your surrounding begin to increase.
Live in hell.
As you stand on what looks like a black marble floor. A large temple of sorts. You can see what looks like redness coming from the outside windows, but blurred.
It looks like the castle. Or
It seems like it has some kind of a similar architecture. You don't recognize this room specifically, but very similar in design.
okay.
Before you, you see what stands a large creature. Something similar to what you guys have fought before. These large commander-like demons.
Basically,
Yeah.
that one.
Seeming to be wreathed in flame and shadow. At his side, you see what looks like a familiar looking whip. As he unsheaths it. You see this creature begins to walk towards you. And he kind of holds the whip out in front of you.
He just holds it out like to me, or
Yeah.
that's it. There's no more.
Oh, I'm sure there's more.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure there is more.
Take it.
Ah,
whip.
man, you're the servant
I'll
of the
reach out
god
and
of
grab it.
Hades. Just grab the.
I'll reach out and grab it.
As you grab it, you can feel the power surge within your forearm. As you grab, you see the temple wall at the end of this large hall shatters. Kind of spraying rock and debris in 1,000 different directions. There, you don't see what looks like the surrounding underworld that you've come to become familiar with. But you see what looks like a bedroom. Meletian. There, you see what looks like someone underneath the covers of a large grand bed.
I hate you. Hate you, this guy. Do I recognize the area at all, or you said
Make a
Milesian, right?
make a perception check.
Are you reliving when he used to sneak in my bedroom at night and scare me?
Okay. You said perception, right?
Yep.
19.
19. You don't recognize the room. All you recognize are the Milesian symbols that hang on the walls. What do? You can't make out who or what is underneath the covers. You can see it's someone there.
I can't tell who it is at all. Damn it. Okay.
Not from where you are.
Dude, this isn't like Friday the 13th, man.
I'll walk over to the side where I can try to see its face, or whoever's in there.
Okay.
Unless they're like covered
No.
up, like go ahead.
As you walk around, immediately you see long strands of silver hair. It's kind of grayish hair that kind of comes across the body. You can see what looks like pale, wrinkly skin. Seems to kind of drag and hang. It seems obviously like an older person, male. Looks kind of familiar. As you kind of stare at it, you realize that this is the pirate captain, but much older. Possibly 40 years in the future from now.
Steal the Biden.
You can see next to him another shape. Female, also older.
Thinking it's time that they. In my head, I'll be like, okay, I'm here for a reason. Thinking like, yeah. I guess I'll use the whip on the guy.
All right. You snap with the whip. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Regular attack roll, D20 or
So it'll be a d20 plus 3 plus your proficiency bonus.
D20.
Natural 20.
Damn.
Dang.
I think I hit him.
Yeah. The whip immediately wraps around their body.
Both of them.
No, just the captain.
Okay.
As you pull, you can see his form dissipates. And with that, the ground begins to shatter. You feel yourself falling. As you look down, think of it like the intro to Kingdom Hearts,
Oh, okay.
where below you see
The little circle. Yeah.
the circle of the obelisk below you. As you land, the rest of y'all see Ixus kind of drop. Like his body just kind of shifts back. As you look down, you can see a star that glistens in your hand.
Does he have the whip also?
Probably not.
No.
I guess you're gonna have to turn that star into a whip, man.
Yep. And I would get the same feeling that you explained to a Thracian.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can make it into a wish, or like what
You
is
do
that?
whatever. You can ask whatever you want.
Yeah, don't fall for that. Yeah, no, this is different than the wish spell.
Yeah, this is different from the wish spell.
You can ask for a wish.
Yeah, no. I
Why
see
don't
how
you
fucked
ask
up
for
I'll
the
get
whip?
after it.
Ask for the whip.
I am gonna ask for the whip. I just forgot the name of
Hey,
the
Kevin, this is what happens when you get jarheads. A lot of confusing stuff, dude.
Hey.
Hey,
What's-
why don't you
what's-
get a better weapon? Your weapon's really puny.
I'm trying to remember the whip's name.
Charlie.
Mastix.
His name's Charlie.
Mastix. There you go, Mastix. Yeah, I will tell it. I wish to be able to use Mastix
Not to be able to use, to have.
to have.
I was like, yeah, you can use it. No.
Oh man, I'm telling you, dude.
Wording.
Words are important, Jesse. Words are
Yeah, I
important.
I wish to be able to have Mastix, so I can use in combat for the next couple of combat that we have.
Just ask you for it. Stop
Just ask
asking
for
Don't
Mastix.
put
I
time
want
limits. What's wrong
Mastix.
with you?
I want Mastix there.
As he
Jesus.
says this, your hand twitches, almost like crushing.
Fuck you.
As it does, you can see the star itself shatters, but then reforms into this long, barbed whip, seeming to be made of like barbed wire itself. You can see the Nyx sky dances across it, and almost like these reddish nebulous clouds.
So,
Does everyone else see this, or
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn and look at Jalapeno?
what?
What you get?
I don't need anything. I am thankful for what the gods have already bestowed me. Many times over. Maybe if you like.
Jesse,
I'll ask him.
you will now find Mastix in your inventory.
Finally. I don't have to wait.
What is Mastix?
It's a new chewing gum made by Erebos.
A whip of Erebos.
Oh, that's the whip? Okay.
It's like one of the weapons.
Should be under chapter 5 treasures under artifacts.
Not magic items?
No.
Oh, okay, magic. Oh no. Under treasures?
Yeah. Treasures and artifacts.
Okay.
So, Grexis,
Do I like drag and drop that onto my equipment list? Or...
Dang.
it won't drag and drop. We'll have to. If you type it in the compendium, you might be able to drag and drop it.
Alright, I'll do that right now. Let me read up on this.
Yes. Yes. What do you want?
What do you do, Grexis? You
All
see all 15 obelisks that stand around you.
Now, I've got 2 gods.
Mm-hmm.
So, which one do I approach?
Whichever one you want. You got to make a choice.
All right. Well,
Ooh, bro.
I guess I will go to Erebos.
Erebos.
What?
Or
I
no,
think he
not
means
Erebos.
Helios. I think he means Helios.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
I mean,
what? Like,
no, yeah. What am I saying?
There's Heliod and Erois.
Erois. I mean, Erois.
It's Helios because you combine them.
Erois. I mean, I'm sorry.
Okay. So you touch the obelisk of Erois. You are now transported. Very similar to the rest of them. However, your realm is an arena. You can hear the crowd chanting. However, their face is blurred and distorted. You can hear the chanting of drums. Before you, a gate opens. And you hear large footsteps. Let me bring out the battle map, guys.
No, no.
He's by himself.
Big
Yeah, he's by
monster,
himself.
Grixis. That's what you wanted.
Bring it on! Grexus smash! Yeah, I can't see anything.
Move these around.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Dude, have you read up on this?
On what?
On Mastics?
I know, like, well, a lot of it is random benefits.
Yeah.
That's the main thing with a lot of the artifacts. So it's whatever Kevin rolled for it.
Well, I guess we'll probably discuss that in a little bit.
Am I supposed to be able to see something, Kevin?
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing. Give me a sec.
I don't see anything. But I wouldn't be able to because I'm not there.
Oh, there
There
we
we
go. Now I can see it.
You want to
Alright,
drag
so-
yourself onto the arena?
Yeah.
And let me change the music.
Doom battle music. Oh,
With that, holy cow!
that's a big dude.
Big pale guy.
You see this massive giant emerge from within the gates. Large, rippling muscles, almost like the Hulk, just comes out. One hand, he has a. Let me just double check. What yeah, he has a massive maul that to normal people would be. You would need like 4 people to hold, but he easily swings it with one hand.
Uh-oh.
Don't
You
get
see
hit.
each step shakes the very ground around you. I need you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Now, I believe that you have advantage on initiative because of your armor of Erois.
Doesn't he have Sentinel Shield too? No.
He does not have a Sentinel Shield.
No, he just his armor gives him advantage.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Empyrean.
Rexus, did you roll twice for initiative?
Oh no, let me roll again. Oh, I still didn't win.
17. Creature goes first.
Wonderful.
He is going to run 50 feet over here.
Good God.
Man, he moves fast for a big guy.
He's got a big stride. You can see he pulls out this bolt of like javelin like, and as he does, you can see it begin to emanate this like radiant energy, and he's gonna throw it at you. It's a 30 to hit.
Oh crap! Yeah.
You take 28 points of piercing damage. Actually, it's a radiant damage.
All right. Wonderful.
That's its turn.
That's his turn. All right.
Whoop his ass.
Get in there.
I am going to cast haste.
There you go.
So my armor class is now 26. And let's see. I don't know. Is there anything else I can do?
You can roll. You can run up and roar at him.
Well,
Haste
haste
an
is your
action
action.
or bonus action.
What's
Haste is
that?
an action, but you still have your haste action that you can use.
So you
You can
can
still
run
do an
up to
attack.
him and attack, and then roar if you want.
Oh, really?
Yes. Once.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. All right. Well, then I will run up to him. And I will attack once.
I'm liking this music, guys.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like Jalapeno's a bard going crazy on that.
All right. 19.
19 misses.
Also, you have to make sure you use cursor one-handed, not two-handed, buddy, because you're using the shield.
Oh. Oh, I got to redo that because I hit the wrong thing.
I will
Right, Kevin?
allow it.
Ow!
I should have been mean, but I'm not.
Ah, there we go.
It's gonna hit.
It better. All right. And let me
Did
put.
you add smite?
Yeah, let me add a smite on that. All right. So what's the highest I can go again?
5d8. So, 4th, 5th level.
So 5d8?
Yes.
31.
Jesus.
So what's
All
the
right,
total
so-
damage on that?
26 plus 7 gives you what?
33,
plus
31, 64.
64. So you
See, he's
turn-
not too phased by that.
Oh no, but I mean, hey buddy, like back at you is what he's saying.
All
Is that
right.
the end of your turn?
Bonus
wait.
action.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. I don't know what I can do as a bonus. I guess just a daunting roar.
It depends on if you think that's gonna work on him.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, I guess I'll just do a daunting roar.
Okay. What kind of save is that?
It is. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Why'd you laugh?
Make sure Empyreans have high wisdom.
This isn't a magic ability, right? This is just saving against the fear of your roar. I believe so.
I guess.
It's a 28.
Yeah, I think that's gonna win. The save equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your Constitution modifier.
Yeah, it's way past that.
All right.
All right.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action,
Oh, jeez.
and he's actually going to spend 2 legendary actions. As you see, he brings up his maul and slams it into the ground. You can see the ground shatters around him. I need you to make a DC, or sorry, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Oh,
26.
you just saved. As you fight to keep your footing and not be knocked prone, as you kind of stand there.
Barely saved on 26. Dang. Okay.
Now we come to his turn.
Remember, this is Eros. And the point is not always to win. It's just to give the best fight you got, bro. It's Eros. Glory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. He is going to swing at you with his maul.
Oh, never mind. It's to win.
Make sure you touch.
28 to hit.
Oh!
Yeah, that hits.
Just it!
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
26.
Nat
Crit.
20. Good job. You fight keeping prone. Like you get smacked into the side. You can feel like your ribs crack under the pressure, and your mind goes dazed for a second, like. "Beep." But you
But I took
shake
30
it off.
But I took 33 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. So on that strike, I should be able to
Reactionary hit back once. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I will attack back.
$20.
20.
20 misses.
Hi.
As you go to stab back at the spear as like a counter move, he just deflects it away with his hammer. Bing!
All right.
All right.
Okay.
That end your turn?
Well, no, that was just my
That's just his reaction.
Oh, yeah. Well, we come up to your turn after that.
Okay. So I should be able to attack 3 times now, right?
Yep.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Like the Matrix, Jesse.
Yeah, we're just standing there and he's getting all jacked up. Like, what the hell's going on?
Watching him just get like blood
Red.
start appearing over his armor and like dents and shit, and it's like, huh, he's having a good time.
All
right.
of those hit. The 23 just barely hits.
Oh, good.
Which one of those are you putting?
Your smites in. Don't forget your smites.
Yeah. Now I can put smites on all those?
Sure. As long as you have
Now,
spell
how many-
slots.
How many spell slots do I have?
It says
Oh,
on your
bitch.
sheet.
You should be full.
You're the one with the answer to that question, Scott.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let me look.
Level 18, guys.
Level 18.
All right.
Been playing this character
Okay.
for over a year and a half.
Which one did I use already? I used my level 5?
Yes.
Okay, because I only had one of those.
And your
Now you
haste,
can-
your haste, is that through ability with your god, or is that you're just
That was a
casting it?
spell.
That's a spell.
Yeah, and that is that's a level 3 spell.
Mark that one off.
Okay. Oh wait a minute, I didn't even have this updated. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. So I've got 3 level 4 spells then.
That's what 4d8.
Each.
So 12d8. And mark all those spells down, bro.
D8.
12 of them if you're gonna do all four.
You want to
3
use
fourth
all
level
of
spells.
You want to use all your 4th level slots on these 3 hits, and it's 12d8 total, and you mark off all of those spells.
12
Let me-
D8.
You start
Total.
doing the math on this
Yes.
thing right here.
It's
Jesus.
4d8 for 3 attacks. If you're trying to do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay. Let me just do it that way because you're confusing me with 12 D8. Okay, so here, so D8 level
What?
4. Here we go. Right. There's 1. There's 2. Oh man, look at this. 20, 20, and 26.
How much damage
Alright.
did you do?
I'm working on it.
66 with the D8s, and then 27. That'd be 86, 93, 99, 109, 112, 123, 127, 139, 148 damage.
Damn.
Is that right?
148 is correct. 148 is correct.
Is that the hardest we've had? Or is that all together?
He's hit for more.
Oh, you said
Yeah. Because he critical, that's why.
All right.
Because there was a time he crit, and then I had vulnerability on the target for him, so...
Oh, yeah,
Doubled.
doubled it. Yeah.
All right. He's pretty hurt from that.
Get him.
Oh, Empyrean, you dumb bit of...
Is that end your turn, Grexus?
bonus action. I recommend that thing of like, is it Peerless Athlete or whatever it's called? To like not, it can be advantage on strength and athletic stuff.
Do I have that?
Yeah, it's your channel divinity, I think.
Hold on, let me look at it.
2 years, guys. 2 years.
Here.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I have advantage on strength and dexterity checks. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sure. I'll use that. Peerless Athlete.
All right.
And on the end of your turn,
Yep. At the end of your turn, he is going to make an attack with a legendary action. He's going to do another maul strike. .28 to hit for 33 points of bludgeoning.
What the heck? Gosh, dang it.
And then I need you to make another Constitution saving throw. Also, are you concentrating on haste?
Yeah.
So all those attacks from before, you should have been making Constitution saving throws.
Okay. All right. So Constitution saving throw.
Yep. And then after that, make 2 more.
What? All right. 23. And I gotta make 2 more.
Yeah, because I forgot to.
Oh, gee.
But you still made it.
Yeah, you lost haste.
Oh crap. Okay. And how much damage? 33. So I'm at 149. Right.
So we come to his turn.
your AC is 26 now, Scott.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no, it's 24. Because I'd already put the +2 for haste.
Also, I hadn't been focusing on this, because actually I forgot. But when the spell ends of haste, the target can't move or take actions until its next turn.
In other words, he's saying you lost his next turn, Scott.
You suck, Kevin.
Oh, when he loses. Yeah.
The
Them's
spell
the
ends.
rules, bro.
When the spell ends.
So I can't do anything?
Not your next turn.
Jeez. Okay.
The turn coming up, Kevin, that's what I'm saying. Because he just did the legendary. So this turn, he can't do anything.
I'm going to back up.
And he's still a reactionary attack?
You know, that
Can't
I
do
don't
anything.
think can't do anything. No reaction. And he's going to cast a spell. He's going to cast Firestorm.
Oh! No!
I like how everyone just like, what? Like,
Yeah, you take 35 points of fire damage.
good
What
God.
the heck?
A little bit.
Are you finally down out of the triple digits?
No, I'm at 114.
Still?
Well, I've already lost. I was at 228 plus the 15. I was at 243, so.
All right. Your next turn comes. You can't take any action on this upcoming turn.
Nothing? No potion, no drink a potion, nothing?
You're completely lethargic and stuck in place.
These are the downfalls. These are the downfalls of haste that I hadn't been focusing on before.
Like, haste is an amazing spell until you lose super speed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah!
So, at the end of your turn, he's going to take another legendary action,
Oh, jeez.
and he's going to shatter the ground once again.
You suck, Kevin.
I think you automatically failed this strength save, or
Maybe? I know dex saves.
Even though I got the Peerless Athlete?
Yes. You can't
Yeah.
move.
it doesn't say specifically that you can't move or take action, but I will say make a strength saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh my gosh. Like you
Better
really
than not getting
need
to make one at all.
Like you really need it.
You guys, is it okay, like, when Grixis gets back, he finds, like, lipstick on him and different stuff?
That is a fail, as Grexus, you are knocked prone.
Great.
His mane's all braided out.
So
His
then we
nails.
come to the Empyrean's turn.
Clip his nails and everything.
Then he's gonna come up, and while you're prone, he gets advantage.
Oh jeez. Like
He's
you
gonna
need
come. He's gonna come down at you with his ball while you're prone.
Is that the same channel divinity that does not allow you to have advantage taken on you?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point, Kevin.
I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's a different channel divinity or the same one, but
That's a different one.
Oh, that's the other one,
Okay.
right?
It's a Roa's
Or no, that's
Votary or
that's an ability. Yeah.
You see what I put, Max?
as a 31 to hit. With
27?
27 bludgeoning, and then I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
yeah, Ixis has a good point. While he's
Y'all aren't-
standing still,
y'all aren't there.
While he's standing still, we are cleaning him.
Oh,
Water and soap, and we're brushing
Giving
him
him a bath,
down.
finally.
And we're getting the stink off him.
All right, and what do I have to make, Kevin?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution?
Yeah. This
Oh,
wouldn't
wait a
be a
minute.
disadvantage. This would be straight.
Why did he do a strength save at disadvantage? He has advantage on strength saves.
On ability checks, and it was because he was knocked prone, or he couldn't move and do stuff because of the
Oh, it's
haste.
only advantage on strength-based ability checks?
Ability checks, not saving throws.
Gotcha. Okay.
Are
I
you
always
sure?
forget there's a difference between that stuff, man. The wording kind of like that whole, what is it, magic resistance or something like that. Sometimes there's certain things you can't.
Well, it was kind of like us
Yeah.
using Hex, how we were using it in the beginning.
So strength saving throw?
Constitution.
Oh, Constitution. 17.
You just say being stunned. Which would have been bad. Which would have been another turn you lost. All right. Finally, his turns come to an end. It is your turn, Grexis. You are prone at his feet. Your like
Stand
ribcage is shattered, but from just smacking down of the. What do you do? He seems hurt.
You could jalapeno, dude. Get up.
Let me see. All right. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna hit him.
Go for it.
All right. So.
Are you gonna?
um,
You're gonna stand up before that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure, because otherwise it'd have been a disadvantage.
Okay, and I can only strike twice now, right?
Correct.
Crap.
Yeah, only is kind of relative, speaking of the fact you can, dish a lot of dice into that damage, bro. So,
All right. Okay. Here
and
we
make it fair to the monsters.
I will
every now
say,
and
to help
then.
you out, you could also bonus action cast a smite and add that to your attack.
go. Oh, that's right.
Like the thunder one, or wrath and thunder. Yeah, I think.
He has like
I think
banishing smites and
Yeah.
You-
I think
searing
Wrath is,
smites and
can only
Wrath.
be afterwards, after you take damage.
well, I don't know. You lost all your fourth and fifth spell slots, so
Oh, man.
third level and down.
Yeah, I can't use my
We should have-
banishing smite
have,
is
like-
level 5.
You have one on your weapon.
Oh, I do, don't I? That's right.
Year and a half.
All right. Well, that's isn't that a bonus action though?
Yes.
So let me just attack first then, right? Okay.
Well, no, you need to activate it first.
As
I
a
do?
bonus action. You activate it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
remember,
Alright. Or
the
you're
spells,
doing-
remember, Scott, the spell smites are different from the divine smites. The spell smites, you do it ahead of time with the bonus action, like the thunder or fire or banishing. And it stays on the weapon until you hit.
Okay.
The other
Kevin,
ones-
I see you have banishing smite down at the bottom here. Do I just check it off?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna check that. And here we go. All right.
Stop picking on him, man. He's a writer.
He's like an old person.
I am an old person.
23.
Yeah.
23 just hits.
Oh. All right.
Should have like 3 or 2 level 3s left.
Yeah. I still have level 3s. So all right. So D8 level 3. Here we go.
It's 4d8 or what?
Yes.
Yeah, 4 die.
It's 4 die 8?
Yeah.
Or no.
It should be because it's up 1 per level.
It's
Oh, it should
2d8
be-
first level.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it should be 4d8.
Oh man, I should have had more power on my other ones then.
Yeah.
Probably.
Too late.
Yep.
Whatever, Kevin.
Gotta read your
All
character
right.
sheet. I need to start getting
48.
stricter with this.
48. Here we go.
You know what? You need to not.
All right. There's 22 on that one. Okay.
Jesus, how did you get 31 radiant? Oh my lord.
That was from
All
the.
right.
That was from
That's
the.
on the banish.
smite.
Just on banishing, Jesus.
All right. So that was 58, 68, 70. That's 80 damage on that one.
Oh god.
On the first hit,
Yeah. All right. And then here's my second hit.
But isn't banishing smite if he's less than 100, he's like gone?
It's 50. But yes.
I
When he gets
think-
below
Kevin?
50.
Yeah, when he's below.
Yeah,
50.
50.
And Kevin, did that knock him below 50?
I'm pretty sure it's close.
If he takes 80 right now, does that bottle lock him below 50?
It does not.
Okay.
All right. And then I can put let's see. I'll do a
Can't anymore. You already did your Banishing Smite. Now you can just attack and put Divine at the end of the next one.
Oh. All right. Okay, here we go. And here is my second attack. All right.
Kind of hoping for a crit because I think you needed it.
27, 38, 48, 52 on that one.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then
With the smite.
and then I will put a
4D.
smite on that one. So that will be a D8 4, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
12 more.
Okay.
So it'll look 80 plus what?
I think 80 plus 70, right? 38, 48, 52. No, 64. 80 plus 64. So 144.
So Grexis, as you channel, you think about this quest, this test that Erois has placed upon you, and you begin to focus. You channel that energy, that might, that willpower to stay up and keep fighting no matter what. I want to know, how do you want to do this?
I say, for Aroas! All right, and I
Bunk him on the noggin.
and I just what?
Tickle him.
And then you bunk him on the noggin.
And
Bonk.
yeah, and I just smack him on top of the head.
I go for like uppercut.
Is there like a special way you want to do this?
I do a aerial cartwheel in the air. My tail tickles his eyes so he can't see, and then I smack him with the spear on the top of his head.
All right. Full on, like, Wushu style, coming down with the spear overhead, smacking down into him. You all see as Grexis, on your end, pulls out the spear, shing, and he does the same move in front of you all as he comes and smacks down onto the ground, and you hear this echo. Grexis, you see as the world around you shatters. As everything comes to silence. You can hear like the sound of it echoing. As you stand up, Grexis. In your hand, you hold what looks like a glowing beacon of light. The hope that
pretty.
Erois has placed upon you, his champion.
Thank you, Aroas.
On that note, Jalapeno and Nixus were like, what the hell? Because we thought he got mad that we were baiting him when he started flipping
Yeah.
around.
And I'm like, what's
Why
this
am I all
horrible
wet?
smell? Why do I
It's
smell
called
funny?
soap. In lavender.
Ah,
Trust me, it's not for you, it's for us.
how dare you guys?
Bad kitty.
All right, so do I
You
get
know
a wish
where
now
I-
or what?
Do I get a wish now or what, bro?
God, what is he gonna wish for?
Here comes-
Okay,
Weapons, armor.
Kevin, what does this wish mean? Can I wish for anything?
Anything.
You can ask for anything you want.
I want a hot dog. I want a cheeseburger.
And
It
is
You
it
doesn't
could ask
just
necessarily
for
one?
mean you're
your-
gonna get exactly what you want, but
Is it just one thing or what?
ask for
Yeah.
one thing.
What?
Okay.
How do I feel like this is gonna go horrible?
Well, he's either gonna ask for something like really good, or he's gonna ask for like a better weapon, and then one's not gonna appear because you don't get better than the spear of the sun god.
Yeah.
What do you even call it? Oh my gosh. I want
Permanent haste.
no, well, that would be nice, but no, I was gonna say where I can't think of the word now. No restrictions on how many special items I can have. What do you call that?
Oh, infinite attunement slots.
Attunements. Yes, there we go.
Jesus.
That's not a bad
Interesting.
wish. That's not a bad
That's
wish.
that's pretty
That's-
good. That's pretty big brain, Scott.
Yeah, that's gonna
All
be
right.
like what?
That's what I want.
Kevin's like, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this, Mitch.
Unlimited attunements.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, bro. But you might get one more.
I will say
Oh no.
that you get a sense that this is beyond the abilities that Euroas can bless upon you.
Oh, come on.
It's like Shenron the night. You're like, this is beyond my power.
Try
I wish
again.
for more wishes.
Okay. All right. Right now,
Oh,
I
why
have-
can't
to
you-
remember.
Look, how about this? Why don't you just ask the god instead, because you're wearing Erois's armor, right? And not have it count that armor specifically against an attunement slot. And you can have one open. And that seems like it might be within his range.
Or ask for specifically that armor to be non-attunement.
Right, to you.
Yeah.
Then you get one extra slot from that. I don't think you're gonna get unlimited, man. It's just
okay, what am I attuned to right now? I'm trying to remember. Do I have a shield or not?
you have Erois's chest piece and armor,
Yeah,
and you have Heliod's spear. Dude.
And then you have a shield. I think.
And do I have
that's-
a shield right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mirror,
So
the
that's
mirror
one of the things I'm
shield, or
attuned
that other shield, whatever it is. It's not the Sentinel shield. It's the other one you had.
Yeah,
It was
me
like
and
a-
you used
Bashing shield or something.
the shield of bashing or something like that. I remember.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
But yeah,
Hold on.
those were the last ones that were ever
I'm
there.
looking
We
right now.
tracked. I should say.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you're playing World of Warcraft and you see like those level like 110 characters that just have like all the armor and like are like glowing and
Yeah, it's like you have your god's armor, so you can just at best say like, hey, can this not be attuned and just be mine, or remain blessed by you, and then you get one slot open so you can do something else, Chris.
or if you make it more
Oh, no.
vague.
Okay, hold on. I don't think I'm wearing the shield. I have the belt of fire giant strength.
That's what it was.
That's what it's belt of fire giant strength, and you have a regular shield.
I should have been protected against fire too. Shouldn't I have?
I don't think he used. Oh yeah, he did fire.
That doesn't
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
fire resistant.
Oh.
It just gives you the strength increase.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, just ask to see if you can get one of your magical items.
Yeah, and that's why I can't have a shield or something, isn't it? Or no?
Oh, you do have a shield, a regular shield. It's the I think the bashing shield is not
Oh,
attunement.
but I can't get a better shield because I can't attune to it.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, all right. I want to ask that then. I want to ask that
But he's gonna make you word it, Scott. So-
He's gonna make you word it, so you gotta think it through.
he's gonna make me wear it. What do you mean?
Word it.
Word it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I also have a boon if you would like to take that.
Oh.
Those are
What's
good.
the boon?
It's like a little flower you wear on your chest when you go to parties.
It is the
Real
boon
pretty.
of combat prowess.
Ooh.
And what does that mean?
When you miss with a melee attack, you can choose to hit instead. Once you use this boon, you can't use it again until you finish a short rest.
So you can choose once per combat or once per 8 hours to hit a target. So like let's say you swing at the
If you miss,
If you miss, you'll be like, no, I hit. It's like your legendary reaction. Your legendary resistance. So like, oh yeah, you know how they're like, oh,
You guys are confusing me. I don't know what to do.
You want a
You know-
shield or you want to be able to hit even if you miss?
choice A, choice B.
Column A, you want to be able to use a shield. Column B, you choose to hit even if you miss. Once per combat.
All right, I'll take the boon.
All right. You feel your form glow.
Watch, I'll probably never miss from now on.
All your hits are nat 20s and stuff.
So, as you all take the ordeals of the gods, these challenges set upon you by them,
What do I get from Ifara?
Beautiful hug.
Cool.
You didn't want to take the ordeal.
I said I wasn't going to answer anything. No. Yeah, technically, aren't we already on their ordeal? So, forgive me.
Well,
What did
I would
Thracian
say-
get?
I'll say if you
Yeah,
like, just to help you all out, you could have asked for the flower.
No. No flower.
well,
Add
anyway,
flower.
are we done?
Do you like the flower?
Me? Yeah, hell yeah. I'll take the flower.
All right. I'll say as a part of a challenge where just kind of like briefly go through it. When you went into Ifaro's domain, it was the same Temple of Enlightenment that you have come to know very well in Meletis. There, you faced off with another Jalapeno. However, this Jalapeno was in his satyr form. And by defeating it, you sealed the pact of sorts that you are going to choose your human form. And in doing so, you receive the flower from Ifara. So,
Cool. I'm still weak, though, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate the flower. Oh, I love the gods. I serve the gods, is all I keep repeating.
I'll say
It's
For
okay. I love it.
for DM generosity's sake, Ifara will restore your strength.
Yeah. All right, I come back.
But you still can't cast Wish again for another 7 days.
Oh, yeah, I tracked that on the thing. You can look at my sheet. I have 0
Yeah.
days left, and I count up to 7.
Now, what did
Alright.
a Thracian get? I missed that.
Thracian got the time, like Doctor Strange.
Time
Oh.
boon.
Maybe that's what I was loving my dog out.
Reactive bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
So,
Good, dude. That's why I use it.
But I can also make it a negative.
do you all leave the Nyx?
Wit. We need to discuss if we're going to leave the box here.
Well, we can do that after the break.
Well, okay, as long as we don't leave the Knicks, because the DM just said we're leaving the Knicks.
Oh, okay. Well.
Well, I wasn't
So-
going to go to break. I was going to actually end the game.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm pretty sure anything we do is going to be another 2 hours after this, 2 or 3 hours. 'cause-
Yeah.
but yeah, like we need to discuss that, I guess. So I kind of pull out Persephone's bucks. Should we leave this here?
And that's where the thing.
It would be safe.
It would be. See, you could have asked your mom to take care of it.
Well, I didn't have a
The
scene.
question
Jesse.
is, will we be able to come back?
I don't see why not. We know where the temple is, right? I mean, to be honest, I don't think we're. It's very hopeful to think we're gonna get back from these last 2 things.
As you speak of this, you
Mhm.
see a form begin to coalesce in front of you.
Oh man, it's Erebos.
A familiar looking form. A silhouette of Starscape.
Get behind Phoebe.
You can see 4 arms that come from within its humanoid figure.
Big guy. Thanks
Drop the
for
bow.
everything.
This time, no longer in its massive size, but at about your all's height, human size. Walks up to the
So Grex's size, basically.
walks up to you, and walks up to Jalapeno.
Oh Lord, I stepped from behind Phoebe.
You see, he takes one finger, and he places it on your forehead, very much like ET. As he touches your forehead, immediately your vision shifts. You feel time and space moving. And your vision clarifies, and you see a dark, black marble throne room. Here, you see a familiar looking figure in long purple and gold robes. In his hand, you see him casting some kind of magic. As he finishes the spell, you see appearing in his hand is a familiar small black box. And then immediately your vision is shunted back to your mortal form. And you see the visage of Krufix before you dissipates. And it's the stars that make up his body enter the Nyx.
They can see that I'm overwhelmed a bit by what he's shown me. And I look over to Exus. I'm sorry, my friend. Krufix has just clarified. You are an ass. I look at the rest of the group and go, oh no, okay, like, this was made by Eros. Did you know this?
No.
It was his creation. What happens if we open this in his throne room?
That's a good question. We could try.
I don't know. I want to try outside the game.
Okay. Well, it is interesting that this was his creation. He wants the flower. I wonder if he who's holding the flower would be immune to the effects of these bugs.
That is a possibility.
I'll say, as you look down, Jalapeno, in your hands, you hold this, what looks like ethereal white rose. Where you see, you see like glistening stars that kind of just dance around it. But it gives off this beautiful white aura, this glow.
You done fucked up now.
Look at a Thracian. I kind of in it into my little breastplate like that, where like it looks like a corsage or cummerbund thing like that, sticking out right there. Now, I think he has to take your wager.
Takes it from your corpse. We'll see.
It's not good. Should did I do something wrong? Like,
I don't know yet.
okay, I was like, I thought we wanted this thing, so that we don't have to serve him.
I don't know that we want him to have it.
I don't want him to have it either, but I think what I was trying to say is this is what we can use to make him take the wager.
That you said.
I will trust you.
Hey, no, please don't do this. Like, remember, I'm the one that always got us in trouble until this one got you killed.
Well, you did say
That's
you
the
like to
beauty of it.
gamble.
The trouble is fun, in a way.
You did say like
Okay.
you like to gamble.
We can always try to make a tea out of it. What do you think?
Yeah.
We can
Sounds
just
good
make
to
a
me.
tea and see what it does if we drink it. The gods are like, why do we give these guys this shit, man?
They're always fucking everything up. Like,
Make a tea. Oh, I can roll it up in some paper. You guys
transported
get
to a whole other plane.
you guys see jalapeno later on, just like, I don't know what this is, but
He's back to his state.
yeah, all right. No, I mean,
He's back.
I
To his
guess,
state of form.
so then we take the box to, I saw his throne room and creating it in there. Perhaps we must take this back to the Onyx throne room. For all we know, this was stolen by Fenax. Erebos has no idea it's here. Never told them we had it, did we?
The box?
Yeah.
No,
No.
I do not know that anybody knew we had it.
Except for Thrasios.
And everybody here now, the gods and pillars, apparently. Okay.
We will see.
So I start walking over towards Fenax's obelisk while I hold a hammer in my hand. I really want to cast Shatter on it, guys.
Don't do it.
Don't do that.
I have a
Don't
bad
do that.
feeling. When we fight him, we will drag him into the Nyx. Like, what's her name did.
I look back at the broken column and I say, perhaps we don't need to kill him. We just need to bring him here and shatter this stone. This is like a keystone. There has to be something on Theros that connects to these stones, and it is how the gods speak to us. Just like the statues on Meladis and just like the trees in Cetesa, they connect to these obelisks somehow.
Perhaps.
As you all say this, you see one of the obelisks begin to glow.
Is it Karametras?
You all turn, and it is Karametra's obelisk.
I feel bad that we didn't try to help her here, guys, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna approach it and kind of ask Phoebe to see what she needs. Phoebe hasn't had her moment.
Phoebe stands in front of it. She places her hand on the obelisk. You can see, very much like the others, she goes catatonic for a bit. And moments later, you see her form kind of flicker. And you see in her hand is not a glowing star like the rest of you, but a small seed.
Hell yeah.
Small,
Hell yeah.
glowing, golden acorn.
So I kind of put my hand on her shoulder and I kind of squeeze it like hope. You know what I mean?
Hope.
I look back at everybody. Now let's go die.
Yeah.
So, you all leave the Nyx the way you came. You can see this cloud that covers the Nyx realm from the mortal plane. As you pass through it, eventually your feet find stone once again, until eventually you stand on the temple at the world's edge. The starscape behind you, and your past and your destinies before you. And that's where we're going to end our game tonight.
Beautiful.
So,
But
with that, thank you guys for joining us here tonight. I know it was a short game, but I thought this would be a good place to end it, and we can pick up again next time. So, we have Max speaking. Hold on.
Don't forget, whether you're a hungry adventurer on the travel or just a nerdy role player, get yourself a bag of goldfish. Today's chat is sponsored by them because we need all the energy to save the world Theros.
I wish we were actually sponsored by Goldfish.
Oh, fake it till you make it, bro. You might see
Yes.
this. There might be a goldfish, CEO out there who loves Theros. We don't know.
Yes. if you're a fan of our campaign, go ahead and send this clip to people at Goldfish. Until then, thank you guys for joining us here tonight, and we will see you all next time. Good night, everybody.